Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's having an amazing Tuesday. Guys, if you have yet to select yourself to be nominated for one of the grants that we're giving away, including different grants to first responders, grants for individuals that need to revamp and rebrand their businesses because of COVID, grants for individuals who need to build their online business, and even grants for those individuals who need to stop giving your knowledge away for free and therefore get some type of certification that is going to help you be able to monetize your knowledge. You need to go to bit.ly/freewomen2020. And my challenge to you, bit.ly/freewomen2020. My challenge to you is, if this is not an opportunity that you're interested in, you don't want more money, you don't want to quit your job, you don't want to have the freedom to work from anywhere in the world. You don't want any of those things, okay? You don't want to build an online business. Your business didn't suffer because of COVID. You don't want any of those things. You just want to go on life as usual. Even if this is not for you, can I ask you to share this with at least 5 to 10 women that you may know that can benefit from some help? And the reason I say that is because we, as women and as Black women, need to do a better job of sharing communication, do a better job of taking care of each other, do a better job of not thinking that somebody owes it to you to help you to your next level. Do a better job at how we approach each other and respect each other. And I say that for a lot of different reasons. But since we rolled out this grant, and excuse my French, I have really seen some sisters act an ass. And it's so unfortunate because evidently people don't know how grants work. Because number one, getting a grant doesn't mean I'm going to pay for everything for you. You're still going to have some expenses related to the grant. So to understand that this is an opportunity to get a hand up and not a hand out, first of all. Second of all, I've had some sisters really waste my time. Say they're interested, apply, and then come back and say, oh, well, no, I'm not ready, this, that, and the other. And I said, how sad, because if this was somebody else's campaign, if this was the United Way, if this was the Red Cross, if this was the YWCA, these folk wouldn't be acting like that. How dare you, because I'm an African American businesswoman, question my professionalism, question my motives, question my work ethic. I've been doing this. I'm not brand new. I've been doing this for years. And in order for me to sow a seed of $1 million grant, that's $1 million that's not going to go in my pocket in some shape, form, or fashion. And for you to look a gift horse in the mouth because clearly you don't understand opportunity, you don't understand blessings, you don't understand reaping what you sow, for you to take time out your day to send a nasty email or to tell us to take you off the list that you so graciously jumped on, any of that is foolishness. And I'm going to be honest, y'all, I'm not only tired of it, but I'm about to stop putting up with it. So when you get cussed out, don't be running around talking about my brain cussed you out. Please tell the people what you did. I have stood in the corner for women for years. I done bought groceries, diapers, refrigerators, freezers, You name it. I've paid light bills, water bills, help women send their children to college. I've done it all. But what you won't do is fuck with me. And if you get cussed out because of it, please make sure, don't just go don't run tell the people, oh, she cussed me out. Tell them what you did to get cussed out. Because what you will not do is you will not offend me. You will not offend my team. You will not waste our time with your rhetoric, conjecture, conspiracy theories, and foolishness. That's what you won't do. I stood in this lane for 9 years. In 9 years, I'm not the one swindling y'all a lot of money. Y'all got plenty of them out there hosting conferences and retreats and don't show up, and you still following them because they got a little piece of designer shoe on. You've been lied to by so many of them that said they got this car and that house and they renting it. And you still running up under. You done signed up for this program, that program, and the other program that ain't helped you, your mindset, or your life. Don't come over here with that. Don't come over here with that. If you don't want the opportunity to get the grant that's going to help you leave your job, if you don't want an opportunity for us, you can go to my website right now, DanielleWinningham.com. My certification program is $6,500. And as a matter of fact, we had somebody sign up for it at $6,500 right before we launched the grant. So if I say to you, I'm going to give you a grant for $5,500. If you can't be bothered to bring 10% to the table, you don't need it. You need to understand how grants work. Grant don't mean I'm finna come by your house, pick you up for school, buy your lunch, get your books, put you in a dorm room, even a college grant. You got to do some other. I'm gonna let you talk, Chanel, because then it piss me out.
Listen, y'all, we've all been to school. We all know my very first
No, we ain't all been to school. That's the damn problem. Everybody ain't been to college. Everybody ain't been.
We've been to some type of school where you have to buy something to attend. All the mothers know that. Don't you gotta buy a pen and paper? And don't you have to buy copy of paper? I'll never forget when they started asking us to bring copy of paper. My baby don't make copies.
They did that for my babies.
But you see what I'm saying? You have to invest something in your child's education. You just didn't bring them to school for free. You had to pay for lunch. They used to make us buy book covers.
But my thing is, Chanel, if you're not interested, why take your time to express to us you not interested? You could have shared that with any number of women. When I say black on black crime from a woman's perspective, you didn't stop to think, well, maybe my sister needs this because she's a struggling single mother. Maybe the woman I go to the grocery store who ain't got no choice but to leave her house and go out in COVID, maybe she needs this. If you'd ever stop worrying about yourself long enough to see the need, maybe you'd have shared it with some women. And that's what I'm talking about. So until we fix that.
But Coach, it could have been, I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. Don't nobody get mad at me. But it's that I'm afraid to do it, but I don't want nobody else to do it either.
Wow.
That I'm afraid to step out, but I don't want to share it with my homegirl that I hang out with. I don't want her to get too far ahead of me. That's the true crime.
Oh, man.
I mean, don't inbox me. Don't do it. I'm telling you. That's that. I don't want. I'm scared, but I know Kathy will do it, so I'm not gonna tell her. That way, I can kind of keep some type of leverage. It's crazy. I've listened to women do it to each other. It's room enough for us all. And you don't have to let your fear. See, coach, sometimes your stronghold will speak for you. Sometimes when you want to break something to move forward, the thing that's got you stuck will start talking to you.
Wow.
Girl, don't, you know what? It ain't for you. It's a scam. It's not real. They lied. So you might as well just go and go to work. And don't tell nobody else, because, you know, it's a bad mentality that most of y'all don't even understand, that it's the enemy that's holding you from your abundance. And he's speaking to you through that one thing that you want to address, whether it's fear, whether it's envy. We're going to have a real talk. I know it ain't after dark. Whatever it is, it's keeping you from moving to your next level. And you a fool if you let
And
it. You sit
that
there and
is
have a
why they reach
conversation with
out. That's why they reach out, because they need to refute it. They can't just go sit their ass down somewhere and say, well, it's not for me, or I don't trust this. That fear thing makes them reach out. So they got to feel something. They got to blame us. That's what that is. That's blame.
and then have the nerve to tell you, coach, talking about some, well, I just think that was just so despicable and rude, your response. I was like, wow, really? You got rude first. And
Yeah,
it wasn't even a rude response. It was, here you go.
Let me fool you.
Let me explain some stuff to you, but you got offended.
Evidently, you don't know.
They told you, read a book, baby. It'll help you. Don't get nasty. We're not your normal Twitter people. You come, I'm gonna teach you something.
Yes,
we're gonna put you on out the door.
Yeah, but you know what, coach? I know how you feel this morning, because it's that you're passionate. You're passionate about what you do. You know what the saying, people think the grass is greener on the other side. Sometimes it is. And we're trying to tell these women that you can have a better life, and there's money out there for you to get it, where you don't have to jump through hoops, do the splits. And that's why we're here trying to let them know. I had one lady, when I told her, she just hung up. Like, okay. So I don't understand it. How fear is not pushing, not running you to sign up for this grant. Yeah. And we already know, because we've been through the program, so we know what it's like over here. And that's why we're trying to yell to the rafters with a bullhorn, with a cowbell, whatever, to tell you ladies, go ahead and get your certifications, because it's a new world. You got to have your business, build your business online. I wouldn't be sitting here if I wasn't a student of coaches. I wouldn't be sitting here.
Well, it's a fear of the unknown. And if they're already fighting a fight within themselves, they're not going to move. The fear of the unknown. Mm-hmm. And when we spoke earlier this morning about just the opportunity itself and the simplicity of just registering. She's not asking for all these documents and, all this. It's not. But you don't know if you don't try. You already shot it down. It said you already failed. If you don't believe in it, if you don't believe you can do it, if you don't believe it's going to work, if you don't believe it's for you, you've already lost. You've already.
Mm-hmm. No, we shouldn't even feel bad, coach. Harvard was giving away 100% education, the full ride for minority people, and they couldn't even fill one class with the applicants. Harvard. People don't respect what they don't invest in, even if it's a Harvard education.
Wow.
I'm gonna let y'all think about that. Something that everybody fight and scrape to get. Don't value it if it's free.
Well, here's what I have to say. Like I said, for years, I've invested in the betterment of women, to try to help women get their mindsets so that they're not on the losing end of finances. All it is money. And until you understand that all it is money, you're going to stay stuck in a job or in a place where you don't understand that you deserve abundance. You deserve.
I was on blue line. You so supposed to be my coffee. That's what I was waiting on.
You deserve the next level. And until you're willing to give that. And if you want more information, guys, go to bit.ly/free women app. bit.ly/free women 2020. If you're interested in more information, there are a variety of grants available. Some 100% grants to honor our first responders. Some grants where you have to pay a portion. They're for everything from building your online business to getting your life coaching, business coaching, and other types of coaching certifications, to if you're a current business owner, helping you revamp and rebrand after COVID. But you know what, right, Chanel, you know what? We shouldn't feel bad. Number one, we're doing the right thing. And number two, like the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz says, it ain't about us. Whatever their response is, we can't take it personal because it's not a personal response. It's a response out of their ignorance, out of their fear, out of their unwillingness to move to the next level. It's on them. So at some point, I can't even spend the time or energy fooling with them. I gotta get them over to God. Because another thing I done told y'all, stop asking God for what you don't really want. How can you ask God for help in your business? Ask God to help you move to the next level. Ask God to help you make more money. Ask God to help you do all of these things. And the minute he gives you an opportunity, because opportunity don't mean free ride. Hold on, wait a minute. Opportunity does not mean somebody's going to come to your house, build your business for you, and say, here, girl, now all you got to do is run it. Opportunity means work. That's what opportunity means, a better way of working. So until you get to that point where you appreciate every opportunity that God sends your way, you're going to continue to struggle. And that's like looking a gift horse in the mouth. I remember in The Alchemist, if you've never read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, when the man was getting ready to leave, the monks, he offered the monks some money. He offered them some gold. And the monk said, well, I can't take it from you because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to, help people. And the man said, well, do you know that anytime you turn down something that somebody offers you, that's you telling God, no thanks, I don't need your blessings. I need y'all to listen real close. When somebody comes to you and offers you assistance and you turn it down, that's the equivalent of you saying, you know what, God, I'm good. I'm blessed. Don't send me no more blessings. I don't need no more help. I got this. Because that's what you're doing. I don't know who of you are sitting and waiting on God himself to come down and help you build your online business. I don't know who's sitting there waiting on God to come teach you how to get your certification. I don't know who's waiting on the Lord to come help you get your business back on track after COVID. This is the closest thing I've seen, ladies. So if you're waiting on the Lord himself, last I checked, Jesus said he wasn't coming back for this. He said he's coming back. He just didn't say he's coming back for this. So if you're going to wait on Jesus to come back to get your help, you might be waiting for a minute. Guys, go to bit.ly/freewomen2020 and do me a favor. I need you to say me in the chat if you agree to share this with at least 5 women. Stop blocking people blessings. Stop blocking your own blessings. Because let me tell you something. Just the act of me offering to you means I'm going to be blessed whether you take it or not. See, take me offering you a blessing means I'm going to be blessed whether you take advantage of the blessing or not. So you're not blocking my blessing by not taking my offering. God sees me make an offer. You're blocking your own blessing. You're blocking your own future, your own opportunity when you don't take advantage of what's offered.
Coach, over on Periscope, Ramona Aromas says that she's gonna share this with somebody.
Thank you, Ramona. I appreciate that. Cynthia Armstead said me. Karen Carey said me. Who else is going to stop this black on black? And especially with women. Good Lord Jesus. We so busy hating on each other and jealous of each other. Like Chanel said, scared somebody gonna get something we don't have, but we don't even really want it. So who else is gonna share this opportunity? Say me in the chat. Maybe you don't, your business don't need no help. Maybe you don't need a grant. Maybe you got all this online world figured out. But I can promise you somebody else somewhere needs this opportunity. Somebody else somewhere wants this chance. Somebody else somewhere would be blessed to have what you turned out. And that's what we got to stop doing. I might go to the store. Let me tell you something about my grandmama now. My grandmama might not eat rhubarbs. I don't even know what the hell that is, but I'm sure she don't eat them. She might not even eat rhubarbs. But if she walking by and Mr. Charlie giving away free rhubarbs, she gonna call everybody she know. She gonna call her girlfriends first and say, Sally Mae, you know, Miss Charlie down there giving away free rhubarbs. If you can't make it down there right now, y'all send one of the children.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna call everybody she know until they stop giving away them free rhubarbs or they run out. Who you gonna call? And then you complain that nobody shares information. I told the mentees this last night, Chanel. I said, we are self-contained. It's enough of us in this group to know everything about everything. But if you're not sharing information, how can you expect people to share information with you? Did I lie? When the last time any of y'all went out of your way to invite somebody to something that you knew was gonna be good for them? I don't mean post that. Let's see. Wait, let me tell you another thing. Y'all done let social media make y'all lose your mind. You think because you posted it on social media, that was good enough. You think you texted somebody, that's good enough. You know what? I don't even text people on Christmas. I'm so sick of getting the Merry Christmas ass text. You used to pick up the phone and call people and say happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad, Happy Ramadan. What do the Jewish people do?
Hanukkah?
Happy Hanukkah. We don't do that no more. We sitting here thinking that everybody gonna catch what I posted on my Facebook. Baby, if the rapture is coming, please don't post on your Facebook, I just saw Jesus walk past. Pick up your phone and call me. Don't let the rapture come and, girl, I thought you was gonna see it on my Facebook. No.
With me, big girl, what he catch you doing? You could have told me Jesus was coming.
Girl, I'm gonna call people and say, girl, you better put up the dope. You better put up the dope and escort that man out the back. He coming. He coming. Does that make sense, Keita, Berlin? Y'all want to weigh in?
It is. I thought Mr. Keith was trying to come off mute. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. We can share the information, bad news so quickly.
Yes.
So quickly, like wildfire. But something that's going to help the next person, we have to sit and think and ponder whether or not I want to help her with this. Because she just might excel. So no, I ain't tell her. I'll tell somebody else. Why do we do that?
Or might not tell nobody.
Or may not tell anyone at all. You're right. And you have nothing to gain by doing that. It's unfortunate that we think like
That's slave mentality.
I was just about to say that, Coach. But at some point, we can't keep blaming that because we know how to do better.
I agree, but we picked up so many poor habits. We picked up so many bad habits from, I'm going to say from our oppressors, I'm going to say from the world, I'm going to say from ourselves, I'm going to say from a lot of places. We picked up some bad habits, but I refute them all. And I'm going to tell you to your face, do not bring them over here. I've worked too hard. I've been too consistent, building my brand, supporting women, showing up when it matters, giving back. What you will not do is offend me with your rhetoric. And you know, the funny thing is when they do, good morning, Kimberly, let me tell you what I do. What I do is I wish upon them what they visited upon me. And I hand them back over to God. And I say, God, handle them with the same lack of respect, send the same disrespectful people their way. We have to remember, as business owners, as individuals, as children of God, that what you do comes back to you. You reap what you sow is biblical. So when you're putting hate and discontent and foolishness out there about another woman business owner or another African-American business owner or another minority business owner, please understand you're in the same boat that they are. When you contact my team on a Friday night and then send us a nasty email on Monday morning because nobody's gotten back to you about your $19 download that you did Friday at 11 p.m., knowing good and damn well, if it were Mr. Charlie, Becky, or Julio, you wouldn't say shit. Don't do us like that. Because everything you do is going to come back to you. So operate in integrity. Look at the clock and say, well, it is Friday. Maybe they don't work on Saturday and Sunday. Just because you see me on Saturday and Sunday doesn't mean that the person that handles my emails, that's another thing we got to do, Chanel. We got to put our business hours on the website. We are overdue. We are overdue. We need to put our business hours on. I'm not here. I'm not here. My team ain't here 24 hours, 7 days a week. We have one of the most responsive brands on the internet and always have. You send us you can send us a kite from jail and we're going to respond. You can send a message in a bottle. We're going to respond. We respond to Morse code and smoke signals. We respond to boop, 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 bop, 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 bop. We speak jungle language. We do all that. Come on now.
Now, Coach, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Y'all gonna be mad when I say this.
I bet you won't say it.
I bet I will too. I do it for the vine.
I bet you won't do it for the vine.
We don't have grace for each other like we do so many other business owners. You know,
You ain't say it right.
let me finish. Wait a minute. Let me finish. They can follow us around the store. They can assign somebody to watch us make our purchases. They can tell us, let me help them first, and then I'll be right with you. We're so accustomed to having that, okay, well, let me just be quiet. Won't even send your steak back when it's wrong. But when you get over here with us, the ones that look like you, the ones that look like your mama, your TT, your big mama, now you don't have no grace left. Y'all, that's not right. That's not right. And I hope it stung you. It's a butt whooping. It's supposed to hurt. It don't make any kind of sense. Have some grace.
But I think in the corporate world and coming up in the workplace, they teach you to compete with each other instead of.
I don't think they teach us that. I think that's something we do on our own. We know it ain't but one or two spots, so we think. And so since we think it's one or two spots, we feel like we gotta show up on each other.
No, because sometimes I didn't heard them say, it's just you and Yo-Yo that's back here. Now ain't but one position. So you're gonna have to do
I was real corporate. Chase is the king of diversity, so they're not gonna ever come out and say it. But a lot of times what you do in your actions.
Say it to each other. Didn't no corporate mogul tell me that? That was my manager who had been promoted. And she was telling me how the system.
Right. But you know what, too? This is what we have to say. At some point, and Karen said, Blacks were conditioned that way. History proves it. At some point, conditioning wears off. You have to recondition. If you want to be successful, you got to recondition your mindset. You got to recondition your expectations. You got to recondition what you're able to tolerate. The unfortunate part of that is that the most progressive period in African American history was right after the abolition of slavery. So it seems to me, if we really were conditioned that way, then the period after slavery should have been when we went and sat down. But that's when the W.E.B. Du Bois and the Madam C.J. Walkers and that's when everybody stood up. That's when the Malcolms and the Martins was standing up. So it seems to me, if we're truly operating out of our conditioning, why was the ones that should have been more conditioned than anybody? Because see, we didn't even live to see it. We wasn't around when they was really hanging people from trees. We wasn't around when they was really burning houses down. We wasn't around. Now, by the time I got up some age, folks come up missing. That's what they did in the country then. You ain't really just see them hanging on a tree for a long time. They'll come missing a few months later. You'll find their body somewhere. Such mess with this white girl, and he come up missing. Everybody knew what it was, but it wasn't just out. And even nowadays, there's so many different kinds of discrimination and racism that is there, but it's not overt.
But you're right, Coach, and it's very subliminal. And I'm gonna tell you how even the generation that you see displayed on this screen right here, and all of our difference in age and culture and all of that, we've all experienced it at some level. But what reinforces it is these shows on TV that you prop your kids up in front of, that continues to show you or attempts to put you back in the mindset of inferiority or competition. So that's where you have to really have these real conversations, because stuff like that has to be uprooted. You can't just, act like it doesn't happen and not speak to it. That's why platforms like this is so important, because there has to be somebody that stands up and says, we want to do it differently. Now, those of you that have an ear to hear, listen. Those of you who want to stay conditioned and asleep, don't email us and move on.
Exactly. My thing exactly. But you know what? That's proof that, I learned a long time ago is even negative exposure is good exposure. Even negative press is good press. So that's one of the reasons we formed this grant, because I don't want a whole lot of Black women running around saying no other Black woman has ever given me nothing. I don't want you running around saying, man, these Black women have made it and they won't help a sister out. Here's your help. Choose to take it or not. bit.ly/freewomen2020. But if you don't choose to take it, then don't you dare go back and complain that nobody offered you help. That's my point. And if you don't want the help, if you don't need a grant to build your business or get certification or revamp or rebrand your business, by all means, God bless you. Either share this opportunity with somebody else or don't. That's your garden you're building. That's your reaping and sowing. It's not going to impact me. These videos ought to be viral the same way y'all send fight videos viral. The same video y'all send so many stupid videos viral. I saw a woman in the store last night. Somebody sent me a video, and she was Bruce Willis, the conspiracy theory. She had more conspiracy theories than, girl. Even at one point, Troy was like, if you're going to listen to her theories, you might well just listen to mine. She was in the corner store just rambling. Millions of views. But an opportunity to make your own, create your own online business, or I don't get it. Guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here because we have a ton of work to do. If you've not already applied for your grant, go to bit.ly/freewomen2020 for more information. You'll get a video response as to the nature of the grants and the timelines. Also, if you have somebody that you know needs this opportunity to make their knowledge credible, to revamp their business, to build an online business, or they're a first responder and they don't want to have to keep going into the fray, go to bit.ly/freewomen2020. All right, love you guys. Have